It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Giants and the Browns, and it's all up next.
On the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Justin Hopkins out, ready to send this away. And off we go from Cleveland. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. Leading them out in his 6th NFL season since being picked 6th overall, Daniel Jones.
Well, the first year of Daniel Jones' new big contract didn't go the way anyone wanted to in New York. The team struggled to a 1-5 start, and an ACL ultimately ended Daniel's season. Remember, before he got that contract, it was his legs, it was his athleticism, it was his movement play that really led the Giants forward. Can he get back to that off that knee injury? We'll all be watching this season.
We're going to look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, here's Jones. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st down, it's Jones to throw. Neighbors with the catch. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll run it with Devin Singletary. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Singletary. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackle there from Dalvin Tomlinson. 2nd and 6 coming up here. It's Singletary off the option. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. 5-man in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down coming. Jones looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He's on the move. He's keeping it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
And he got what he could there, only to the 14. A gain of about 3, so a 1/3 of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Complete beyond the marker. And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Singletary. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Trying again, Singletary. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Now stick with Singletary. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. No gain, maybe just a couple of inches on the run. That brings up 4th and goal.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, 4th and goal inside the 1. Needs the goal line, he takes it himself. And he's in for the touchdown. The Giants finish up an excellent opening series. Daniel Jones with a touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Gano ready to send this away. To return, Jerome Ford. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. Bringing him out to #1 pick in 2015, a former league leader in passing, it's Jameis Winston.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. From the 32. Connects with Thrash. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
That's complete, David Njoku. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing now from the gun. To the sideline and intercepted. No, it's incomplete. He had the pick, just couldn't hang on though. And this drive lives on to see 3rd down. Throwing is Winston. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. The Giants taking the field for their 2nd possession. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early, and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
From the 23. Connects with Johnson. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at 3rd and very long. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Play fake, Jones. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Browns pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the 2nd time. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Throwing now, following the turnover. That one complete to Njoku. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's good. 4A. First and 10 at the 24.
Give to Williams from the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
False start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Running it after the penalty. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Calling about 5 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Winston now. Escapes his grasp. He'll make a bid for it on the ground.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
So the Browns are going to kick the field goal on 4th down. Dustin Hopkins on for the attempt. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Carlson's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Jones to throw. Gets this to Slayton. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
The second down run by Singletary. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Third down, Jones to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. You know, great zone defenses in basketball. You think about them through the years. They trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, good things happen. Just like that, you suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He has it at the 33. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will go on offense. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Got a man, it's Njoku. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Second and 3 now. Running right, it's Williams. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on third down. Winston to throw it. Escapes out to the left. Oh, he's going to run for it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Browns a first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
That's in the hands of Moore. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Williams now on 1st and 10. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Another run for Williams. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. He stopped on the return at the 27. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is one of the occasions, Kate, where this defense got to just keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. I know they're a little more careful about actually having axes in locker rooms anymore after injuries, but the mantra is the same. You can't look at the scoreboard nor worry about what your offense is doing. You got to keep punishing your opponent.
They'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Here's Singletary again. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. The Giants are set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. Ball taken in at the 36. And it gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. This one returned for 11 yards. And it'll be their football. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. But still plenty of options left on third and short. Winston. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down, ball at the 36. Still sticking with the passing game. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Working inside the red zone. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Here's Winston to the air. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close.
And he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take the lead just before halftime. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack, because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns push their lead to 6. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. He takes a knee, and that's going to run out the final couple seconds of half number 1. So it's halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top at the break. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We start with two teams that played for the AFC Championship in years gone by. The Chargers traveling to Pittsburgh. And it's the Steelers who are out in front. Najee Harris, a touchdown run in that first half. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. 3 touchdown passes there for Will Levis. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Bears trying to hold on and claim victory. We saw a terrific first half from the Browns quarterback, Jameis Winston. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break.
Gano ready to send this away. Here's Ford on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Cleveland offense headed after this first series of the second half. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third.
Ready?
Play action on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
All right, here we go. Second down. Trying again, following the sack. That's more on the quick slant. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Winston looking to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be Giants football. They're set up at the 35 now. First down throw by Jones. He's going to push one deep down the right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Jones now on 3rd down. This finds Singletary. Oh, stiff arm. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. On 1st down, this is Singletary. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They give up the gut to Singletary. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Give to Singletary from the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Coming right to Singletary. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They go play fake with Jones. gets this to Johnson. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing the run was coming. And, boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Chased out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
You know, one thing I noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times the quarterback's been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
On 4th down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And they fail to cut the lead in half. It stays at 6.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Cleveland's offense all set to take over. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Cut by Hunt. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Throwing is Winston. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a prop.
And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns go up by 12. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism is...
And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
Set to return. Here's Darnay Holmes. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Now here comes the New York offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, a carry by Singletary. And he found some running room for a nice gain. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2. Play fake, Jones. He's got Bellinger. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And that boot will instead be what starts our 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. So out now comes the punter. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now elsewhere on the return, there's an injured player in need of some attention, which he will get as trainers head his way. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Winston. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Winston. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I'm just looking at this hourglass of saying, Caden, realizing there's not much time left for this team. But the only chance they had was to create a sack right there. Give a little momentum to their offense, who now has no margin for error. You got to go score.
So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The Giants offense all set to get started. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll start the drive with Singletary. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Finds him on the crossing route. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Short pass brought in. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now an inside give to Singletary. And he'll go down here at the 16. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Here's an option play to the left. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and take an option left side. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play.
Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jerry Joshua Koromoa. The 50. 30. Gets the 10. And the Browns will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, might have been their last shot at 6 on this drive, and now we know it certainly is because of the interception.
Yeah, you don't want to be left with that tough choice. Do you go for it or you take the chip shot field goal? So once again, this offense is aggressive and tries to force the throw in the end zone. That's one he wanted back the moment it came off his fingertips.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Motioning the tight end now. First and goal, here's Williams. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, that play call, it was certainly about playing it safe and just running it from the goal-to-go situation. But I'm not sure it's possible with how well this defense is holding up.
The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Winston to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So the Browns are going to kick the field goal on 4th down. Dustin Hopkins on for the attempt. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Carlson's kick is good. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
Well, those 3 points make a comeback that much more difficult now. 2 touchdowns got to be scored, and that 2-point conversion, that's a job really well done.
Hopkins has it on the tee, and he's ready to send it flying. Holmes now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. On 1st down, it's Jones to throw. Gets everything he has under this throw. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Throw on 3rd down. Connects with Slayton. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. He's on the move. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs. Following the play here, a pause for an injured player, and that's Daniel Jones that they're headed out for. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Up the gut they go with Williams. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Browns have likely locked up the win right there. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns grow the lead now to 22 points. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Holmes now to return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. The Giants about to get to work on offense. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Got it, man. Robinson has it. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Giants trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. They put a receiver in motion here left. From the 48. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Here's Jones to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Oh, they're going for it on an option play left. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. And the defense brings him down before he can get close. They force the turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Browns getting their offense out there. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets taken down immediately, right at the line of scrimmage. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Winston. Throw complete to Williams. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. So to a chorus of bucks from the dog pound, the Browns take the win at home. And save for a few moments in that opening quarter, Brock, they pitched a shutout defensively that in the end was the impetus for the victory. They're going to be bummed not to have that goose egg on the board at the end of this one, no doubt, but a performance to be lauded nonetheless. So for my partner, Brock Huard, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.